Welcome to another episode of Wild Rabbit Chef. Today we're going to be spending our time talking to you about one of the products that we've had our chance to work with and play with over the last few weeks, the Thermomix TM7. And I have to say, it's pretty cool. And we've had the luxury to be able to test this out and give it a rerun. It's a device that kind of gets rid of about 20 different appliances that you can put together. It's got so many functions on it, everything from doing a sous vide to dough making to peeling, steaming, mixing, kettle. It's even got its own rice cooker function on there. I've got to say, it's pretty handy. Now, there are a number of features that I really love about it. In addition to this beautiful carbon kind of black, sleek design that you've got, that's very modern, very user-friendly. It's got this intuitive 10-inch multi-display LED screen on it, which is so wonderful and slick to use. You've got a number of different models, as I said, so you've got everything from your cooking display, warming up items, you can sous vide stuff, you can thicken sauces. It works as well as any of the last products that we've had in the series of the Thermomix brand, but most importantly, it's been fine-tuned to make it even better. There are a number of safety features that have been embedded into this new design model, one of which is the fact that as you're heating stuff, the lighting on here intuitively informs you by displaying between amber and red how hot the item is in there. But at the same time, the carbon mechanism that has been displayed in here, the heat insulation, means that everything that's hot stays inside the actual varoma rather than kind of feeling like it's blowing up or burning up. We're looking at very hot temperatures in here, as you can see, but none of that is displayed on the thing. So if you've got kids around in the place, it's pretty kind of secure. Obviously, we don't want them around this area because this is pretty hot, and you've got your food elements in here. But as you can see, it's pretty kind of safe to kind of touch. I love the sound it makes when it's telling you that it's finished something. It's almost like it's singing at you, and if we just listen to that. One of the things I wanted to actually talk about is the cleaning mechanism that you have on this. It's pretty good. So we're just going to take the steam element off it, have a look inside. So whatever it is that you're doing, even if you're just kneading dough, even browning some items, you're sous videing something, you're mixing something, it's got a self-cleaning mechanism integrated into it. And the feature on that can remove everything from fat to browning to dough, and it's pretty quick. It kind of does it all itself, which is pretty unique, which means you don't have to put it in the dishwasher, but it is safe to put all of the items apart from the base unit into the dishwasher as well. So again, some of the enhanced safety products that have been put on there, in addition to the heat insulation, is the ability for you to put it into the dishwasher, and most importantly, the actual blade unit that has been set up in there. On some of the older models it was very difficult to kind of detach the blade when you wanted to clean it, especially when food debris kind of got stuck into it, which was really, really annoying for chefs and people at home who were cooking. But now there's just this wonderful clicking mechanism that you have on here. Once you click that, it detaches the actual blade cleanly and safely without you having to kind of put your fingers in to kind of remove it. It's very easy. And like I said, all of those items have been tested to go into the dishwasher and are dishwasher safe. And I've got to say, we've been very, very lucky to be able to test this out and run with it for the last few weeks. I found it very, very user-friendly. In addition to that, I found it as something that I reach to on a regular basis to use in the kitchen. And it is dishwasher safe. I have to say, everything apart from the base unit, you can put into a dishwasher and use to clean it properly. It's so easy to carry around. It comes with a great bag that allows you to kind of separate all the items into. I have to say, I've been able to use this on a few adventures as well. I've taken it out to a few of the private dinner sessions that I've done and some of the chef table series. It's been very easy to kind of and mobile to carry around, some of which you can check out in our other series extensions on private dinners and chef's table. Another thing that is great is the cookie dough recipe element that was originally brought out with the TM6 has now been enhanced even better with the screen mode and the capabilities for you to put thousands or to access thousands and thousands of recipes. What I really like about this is it's much, much better for you to integrate your recipes into the application than the last models were. I found that some of the times when you're in the kitchen and you have these recipes that you developed with the measuring and the scaling, it was too much of an overload for the previous models. So you ended up just kind of noting everything down and kind of doing it ad lib. Whereas with this, you can actually program the recipes in there, and it's so much easier for it to kind of pull those recipes up and work your way through it without even you having to think about it. So the intuitive motorized elements that have been attached to this is so much better. I have to say, all round, I've been pretty impressed with this model from Thermomix. I think it's a huge improvement on the last 3 models kind of put together. I love the slick black design that they've put together, this carbon kind of feel of it. It feels very tactile, it feels very nice, it looks wonderful in the kitchen. And as I said, it really utilizes so many features that it removes you having to have about 20 other items in the kitchen. Let's talk about the negatives. There are none. Okay, truth be told, there might be a few negatives, or no, I can't use the word negative. What I'm gonna say is there might be a few things that ick me, but they're not really anything bad. Some people have kind of mentioned that the display is not touch intuitive, but I think it is. I think as you're using it and working with it, it's not, you gotta remember, it's not an iPad, but what they've put together in this kind of multi-display unit is pretty impressive. One thing I might say is that the lead connecting it is a little bit shorter than I would have liked, but other than that, I don't really see anything wrong with this product at the moment. I've only been using it for a month and a half, so as I get to use it with more items and work around with it, perhaps maybe I might find a few things that kind of get me a little bit nervous. But in comparison to the last 2 models that the Thermomix brand brought out, I have to say this is a massive improvement on all of them. And it's one of those products you need to get your hands on. Now, it's very difficult for you to buy this at retail, so please check down below to look at the links to find out how you can get your hands on one of these in your home. And please feel free to tell us how you've been working with it, how you've been responding with it, and if there are any recipes that you'd like us to work with and prepare for you using the Thermomix, pop it down in the comments below, and we'd be more than happy to kind of get started on this and work through it.